Okay guys, so I wanted to go over making ghee with you today. This is the butter that I'm choosing to use. It's easy for me to get. It's a better choice for our family, and I'm gonna do a double batch because we go through it fairly quickly. We use it every day in our bulletproof coffee for 2 people, and we use it in cooking. So the first thing I've done is cut my 2 things of butter into little cubes, which in my opinion is the most pain in the butt part for the whole process because it can be a little sticky. Next, I've put those in my pot over low heat, and I'm just gonna let it sit here until it's all melted. I know everybody has different techniques. I'm just sharing with you the technique that I use and what works for me. So as you see, as it starts to simmer and bubble, it gets this white film or coating on the top, and I take that and I skim it and I set it aside, and I just keep doing that. As you can see, I've skimmed a bunch of the foam. There's still some. I'm not perfect, but you can see the bubbles now, instead of like being white, that they are clear bubbles. That means we are getting close to the end. So you can see a little bit of a difference here with some more solid looking stuff and more clear looking. It's hard to tell in the video, but this is about ready, so I'm going to turn it off and let it sit for a few minutes. For the next step, I don't have a cheesecloth, so I'm using 2 coffee filters, and I have this little strainer that I'm going to use, and I have 2 containers, 2 separate metal containers, or glass containers, excuse me, from some old ghee that we had bought because, you know, recycle. And so in 5 minutes, I'm going to take it and I'm going to pour it into my containers. And there you go. As you can see, it didn't even make those 2 8-ounce things, didn't even make this whole jar. And this jar is 13.5 ounces. It's still less expensive doing it that way than buying, you know, ghee online. So there you go. I did notice I've never used the coffee filters before. I had to help encourage the liquid to drain through some, and I ended up using just 1 coffee filter, so that's something to note. The cheesecloth might be easier to use. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. You guys can see and find the whole recipe and instructions on my blog via the link in my bio, and that will be posted soon. Thank you.